true Gryffindor to pull that out of the hat.
Hey, hon.
Hon, I need you to cut the vegetables.
Right.
How did you even get that? You're not even a Gryffindor.
Oh, family clan sword.
It knows your clan?
That was my clan.
Okay.
How do you get this thing back?
No idea.
Sorry, Sorting Hat.
Hello, my witches and wizards. This is Professor Rowan. I'm coming to you today to talk about June Community Day, which will be happening on June 13th all day. However, I should say that I'm coming to you from inside my kitchen because it's raining cats and dogs out there, and there's no way I'm taking my camera equipment outside today. I also wanted to talk about our most recent Brilliant event and some of the theories that I've had that I feel are getting enough evidence behind to make public. I'm this big thing about, I like to have theories, but I like to have evidence and supporting backup to show that my hypothesis is more than just a hypothesis. Does that make sense? Anyway, actually, we do have a theory video. It's a Patreon-only video. So, if you were one of our patrons, you'd be home by now.
What?
Just support us on Patreon.
Bye.
The most recent Brilliant event showed that the belief that maybe Fowley got framed, which is the theory that I've had for quite a while now, there might be some validity to that theory. My opinion was that, of course it can't be Fowley because everyone is insisting it's Fowley, and if you've ever read any mystery novel, you know that it's never the person that they first assume. And I've also assumed that the reason they insist that it's Fowley is because this gentleman, the one who's constantly battling your Foundables, the one who, as a confoundable, is just listed as a wizard, and yet he is seen as a confoundable for Foundables in every Foundable family. Now we get a kind of look at what Fowley looks like using his ministry ID, and they don't necessarily match up, but it could be facial hair and hair on his head, which, as my male viewers have noted, changes frequently. I'm assuming this is why everyone always said, well, obviously it's Fowley. Why would you so instantly say, well, it's obviously this person? Unless they, left a letter saying, I admit I did the thing. And even then, usually detectives are like, really? Were you put up to saying that? So anyway, I'm really glad that we're getting more pieces of the lore of what's going on. I'm hoping that through the next half of the Brilliant event, we get even more pieces of the lore. And my hope and prayer is that when the 1-year anniversary hits on June 20th, then hopefully we will get a second drop of lore, the second chapter of Foundables to be found that tell us what's going on, more clues. But that's all speculation and not my bag of tea. Right now we are talking about June Community Day, happening on the 13th again from 12:01 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. I'm liking the 24-hour community days. It makes it a lot easier for those of us who work out of home or who possibly would otherwise be busy in that 2 to 3 hour window. It gives us all an opportunity to participate. This community day is going back to our patterns of old, where you have special 1K portkeys to open for the community day, as well as challenges in fortresses that need to be done, and increased Foundables on the map, both with the tonic for trace detection and in general. Since this is a 24-hour community day, it is still feasible to be done at home. I would make sure you have your adventure sync on for anything involving those 1K portkeys. Now, this community day is focusing on one particular page in your registry, a mysterious artifacts page, Dumbledore's office. Now, this page has a Fortress exclusive foundable, the Sword of Gryffindor, and that sword will be more likely to be found when going into a fortress and using your mysterious artifacts runestones. It is not guaranteed, there's just an increased chance. However, there are also event-specific 1 kilometer portkeys, and those will most likely give you the sword. It didn't specifically say, but that's been the pattern in the past. This event will also be having a decreased brewing time for the tonic for trace detection. Using your master notes, it'll drop it down to 30 minutes. Certain mysterious artifacts foundables will be increased both on the map and by using the tonic for trace detection. Those foundables are Dumbledore's Memory Cabinet, the Mirror of Irisid, the Philosopher's Stone, and the Pensive. There will also be a free store pack with 25 energy and enough ingredients to brew a tonic for trace detection. There is also a to-do list, and you know how much I love a good to-do list. This to-do list may seem a tiny bit daunting, but do remember, you have 24 hours to complete this. You can be doing this while sitting watching TV, which is how I do a lot of it lately, while being the passenger of a car, and while avoiding difficult dinner conversations with your family. These tasks are, in no particular order, earn 800 Mysterious Artifacts Family XP. That will get you 1 potent Stimulo potion. Using 3 potions while in wizarding challenges, so while in a fortress, that will earn you a Dottle Draught. Return 15 of Dumbledore's Memory Cabinet. That will get you 1 Invigoration Draught. Returning 10 Mirror of Irisid foundables will get you 2 Lovage. Return 10 Pensives will get you 2 Sneezewort. And returning 5 of the Philosopher's Stone will get you 1 Armadillo Bile. Completing the entire to-do list does give you several rewards. You will earn 3 spell books, 40 gold, 200 wizarding XP, and 20 energy. We know you had to spend more than 20 energy to get through this task list, so here's some of it back. Now, you may note that the to-do list doesn't specifically say anything about opening portkeys, nor does it say which runestone you need to use within a fortress. However, knowing that the Mysterious Artifacts runestone will give you a higher opportunity to get the sword, as well as the portkeys most likely containing the sword, I would say that it's still a good idea to do both of those activities. The way I'm planning on doing this is my usual way with portkeys. I'm going to have as many portkeys ready to be opened as possible when the day starts. Knowing me, it's going to be more like midnight the night before, because I'm usually up by then. Anyway, once the event starts, I will collect all of the portkeys that I have finished, and then make sure I'm spending time that day picking up as many of the special portkeys as I can find. Even if I don't get to open all of them during the day, as long as I'm picking up as many as I can, that should help out. If the restrictions have eased where you are, this might actually be a good time to get together on your local Facebook groups and say, hey, let's meet at a fortress and, get the to-do list piece done as well as get yourself some swords. For those of you who can't, or those of you who just enjoy the night bus, I will be on the night bus at noon my time that day, which is 3 p.m. Pacific time? Yeah, I will be on the night bus from noon to 1, so try and find me. How about you, my witches and wizards? Are you looking forward to the community day this Saturday? How did you do at the Brilliant event? I finished the bonus task, and my life mate just barely finished the event because he's working full-time and going to school full-time. Bless him. But we did get to go do some fortresses together to get his final piece done, so that was actually really nice. Just as a heads up, I have some special things planned for the 1-year anniversary coming up on the 20th. If you find these videos helpful, please like, subscribe, share. It really does help us out. I am so happy that we've surpassed 200 subscribers. Go team! Thank you so much to our patrons. You make all of this possible. And as always, my witches and wizards, be safe. Keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, and your wands ready. I'll see you on Saturday.